Welcome back to another episode of R&R with RTZ with your host Ariba Zatsaman,
Rakib Tizaman,
Prithvi Vijayanand,
and Rahib Tizamon. Today the T stands for transform because one, Ariba changed her hair like a anime transformation magical girl, and two, we're talking about DBZ, Akira Toriyama, and everything is anime. So we're gonna go Super Saiyan with this one.
I didn't know we were actually doing that.
Let's do it. Rest and relax while we rant and ramble. R&R with RTZ. All right.
Let's get into it.
So yeah, like we said, Ariba changed her hair finally. She's
Yeah,
back to
I
black.
have black-blue hair now. In the sunlight, it is blue, and in everything else, it's black. And yeah, I just really missed my dark hair. And I feel like I did a transformation girl thing. Woo!
Went from Super Saiyan to base form.
Yeah. I was always on full power all the time. I was getting exhausted, so I had to like chill.
Well, if it's GT, then.
Oh,
Super Saiyan.
she just went 4.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is that canon?
She has been hairier the last 2 days.
Right, if he was canon.
It looks good though.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So recently, what?
I love the animes where when they transform, their hair color changes and everything.
I mean,
It's
it all
really fun.
started from DBZ. I think that was the original like transformation. And the Super Saiyan.
For boys, yeah.
I think it came
I-
out before Sailor Moon though.
Yeah, so for boys.
Yeah, but everyone, I think, but the general consensus is that Super Saiyan influenced the whole transformation gimmick for everything.
Yeah,
Everything!
I don't
Now
know
I
if
gotta
it
double
was the
check.
first, but it was definitely the most influential.
Yeah, I don't think it was the first, but
It's hard to being the first to anything.
Yeah,
when
it was
there's
definitely,
a
I
billion
think,
people
what-
in the world, but
What people think about when
yeah.
you think of like a transformation. And
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Any
like the concept of changing your hair color or having like an aura around you of energy. It's seen in so many different things.
Oh yeah, there was
since that.
definitely older ones. Older than Dragon Ball Z.
But
I mean,
not
Dragon Ball Z is
as
pretty old.
influential.
If you, like,
Yeah, but like
when we
art.
got it in America, and we thought it was like new and hip.
When did Dragon Ball come out? The anime. I guess we'll go by
19.
But Super Saiyan didn't come out till
90.
DBZ, so maybe
Right, but DBZ was so like
1986.
Oh, dang.
the anime or manga.
The franchise was created in 1984.
with Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball was 96. Dragon Ball Z was 90, or sorry, not 90, 86, 89, and then 96 was GT.
Yeah.
And Super was
God.
2015, and Heroes was 2019, which was a web series.
I'm familiar.
Of course you are.
The DB lore.
Literally have nothing better to do. What?
Wow.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah, so I think first time I saw Goku go Super Saiyan fighting Frieza was like in the 2000.
Yeah.
Even though that
It was like
started.
Tsunami.
Oh,
That was where I
right.
saw it, yeah.
Sailor Moon came out in 94. That's interesting. But you know, Sailor Moon could beat Dragon Ball Z, like Goku's ass. It's proven.
You said Sailor Moon could beat Dragon Ball Z.
Sorry.
The whole
Well, I mean, she could.
whenever
Time,
Dragon's
you know.
holding the
Because
ball, she could beat her.
She technically could, because if she could beat Goku, who could beat everyone else, like, yeah, she could beat all of Dragon
I've
Ball
seen
Z.
this discourse.
Yes. I mean, it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed.
She
By
blows up
onset.
one moon.
With several, I mean, yeah, she could, yeah, she can destroy universes in her Sailor Cosmos.
So she's Majin Buu.
You know how many people Goku's fought that can do that? Literal gods.
Right, but like
of
Goku
destruction.
would lose to Sailor Moon. So, you're lucky Sailor Moon's good.
Goku would do a magical girl transformation. He just learned that. And then what?
Sailor Moon would still beat him because only she can control the moon power until she dies and then her daughter inherits it.
Oh, that is like Goku.
That is like, yeah. That's
Till he dies and Gohan inherits it.
Oh, wait, really? Inherits what? The tail?
I think that was the
The whole
plan.
story.
Oh.
Yeah, inherits the weight
Yeah.
of.
So what
Of
I've
the
heard
world.
is that the original plan for DBZ was for Goku to die after Cell, for like the second time, and then Gohan would be the next main character. But then everyone liked Goku so much as the main character that they demanded him to come back. So
'Cause his hair looked
Toriyama
better.
was all right.
Yeah,
We'll bring him back for Boo, and he'll still be the main character.
yeah.
It's because
So which explains why like Gohan's is kind of a footnote after the Cell Saga. He doesn't really do much.
Cell Saga, everything about Gohan was he was just built up to be like, oh, he's now the strongest character in this cast. And then in the next
season,
after,
by the way, I'm
like
going
you
to college.
by the way, I'm in college. I've just been studying.
Yeah,
I haven't been hitting the gym.
I guess in hindsight, when you think about it, it's like, oh wow, he had so much potential, and then the fans just didn't want him.
Yeah.
I remember there's
we
always
grew up
like
with
discourse on whether Goku's proud of Gohan, like as a father and son kind of relationship, because he doesn't pursue fighting anymore, and then Goku's all about that fighting. And
that's
then,
just guys like upset about.
There's like one of the fighting games. I don't know if it's Budokai or like the latest one's Fighters. It was like there's a line and once if you do the finisher right with Goku and Gohan, and they do the father son Kamehameha, and Goku's line is like, "Finally, I'm proud of you," because he like won the fight and he's fighting and stuff. Like damn,
Finally.
Because there was always like Chi-Chi was academics, Goku was like training. There's never any overlap.
No overlap.
Speaking of Chi-Chi, Goku and Chi-Chi's relationship should have never worked out. Like if you really think about like the show in general, like how he would always leave her constantly.
Yeah, Goku was an amazing
hero. Yes.
Terrible father.
Yeah.
Terrible
husband. Yeah, terrible.
I feel like he never
terrible.
knew.
Yeah, he didn't know the
how
social
to be-
construct of it.
Yeah.
I don't think his master Gohan taught him anything other than his whole life was spent fighting the Dragon Balls and fighting.
Yeah.
So like
He had no idea of how to treat
and then
people.
Chi-Chi came in and was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get married," and he's like, "Okay."
She was a little crazy though.
I remember that one episode in Super where like they go to the futures, then the future Trunks comes back and they go fight Goku Black, and then Vegeta says something about like kissing Bulma, and Goku's like, "What's that?"
Oh yeah.
And then everyone's like, "What? You had 2 kids with Chi-Chi, you never kissed her? You just went in raw like that? Just raw dogging?" Damn.
That still goes around TikTok. That shows up every once in a while.
Goku's a menace. Absolute menace.
He's just an innocent
But he, like his face
boy
in
in a man's body.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know.
the way they draw his face, he's just like smiling super innocently. There's no like joke in his face at all.
I think that like character type of Goku being like the oblivious, very happy-go-lucky kind of like source of positivity. Yeah. I think that's also been a source of inspiration for a lot of characters.
Yeah. I think like Luffy is kind of based off that.
Oh yeah, like the quirkiness, but still like strong when he needs to be and serious when he needs to be.
Yeah.
I like you guys, like jokes, and then you're serious.
Referential jokes though only.
Well, yeah, that's because you don't have anything better. You're not unique. Not like me, Jealous.
The balance of
We
authenticity
both can't
and
be
quality.
referencing.
You can't have both.
Yeah, if we're both referencing
Right, we
things all the
both
time.
can't be funny.
Yeah, that's why you're not sometimes.
That's why you're,
Yeah, your references don't always hit, okay? But yeah, if we both did referential humor, then, we'd both be doing the same jokes always. It's just not fun.
Referential humor is good, though. To tie this back into DBZ, do you guys remember there was an episode of Kids Next Door, codename Kids Next Door?
Yeah, where they pretended to...
in
the
the
kids.
characters, number 4 does a literal Super Saiyan transformation.
Yes.
They were just like parodying
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
a lot of shows. It was like
A
Dragon Ball
lot of
Z.
shows
they did
do that,
like,
yeah.
I remember Fairly Odd Parents had that whole when they went to TV World. So there's one section where there's like DBZ inspired tournament fighting.
Yeah.
And I think Timmy went Super Saiyan. So like, there we go. The influence of Super Saiyan. Once again.
That was like a Nickelodeon's Super Smash Bros. It was like Goku versus Darth Vader, Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. My God.
I saw a few of those like TikTok videos of like references of Dragon Ball Z and other cartoons. So like one was like Powerpuff Girls, where like an energy beam's coming and like one of the Powerpuff Girls just like tilts her head and just flies over and like, all these other things.
Oh,
you see all the DBZ references, the animation style.
It's iconic, yeah.
Yeah,
especially with when
influence.
Toriyama passed away like last week. Last week?
No, it was like a few weeks ago.
Few weeks.
ago.
He passed away earlier than the announcement.
The
They like waited a
announcement
week after his announcement
So
to give
almost
the
like a
family
month.
time. But yeah, everyone was posting like everything DBZ has done, all his influence, everything, and it's like so much. Like we said before, it's like a wide net
It's iconic.
spread everywhere. And then it's always funny when I see how big of an influence it does have in like Latin America, South America. It's crazy. They were like, when they were doing the big fights in Super, Jiren versus Goku, like there was government-sponsored watch parties in Mexico for that. It was like a whole like field of people just watching on a projector, that whole fight being live streamed. It was crazy.
Wow.
The memes of like the cartel stuff, they're funny, but yeah, like
Officially, the
influence in
cartel's
South
taking a break
America is-
today.
yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. Of all the animes that take hold, they just love Dragon Ball Z to death.
And Sailor Moon.
In South America, like Central South America.
All over the world. You can't hear my whisper.
Ariba got a Sailor Moon agenda.
Yeah,
I do. I always do. Yeah.
Trying to come in.
Literally, who was it? Someone the other day was like, "Oh yeah, did you hear that the creator of Dragon Ball Z died?" I was like, "Yeah, oh my gosh, that's so sad. That's exactly how I'd feel when Sailor Moon's." That's exactly how I'd feel when the Sailor Moon creator dies one day, because they're like only like I think they're 10 or 8 years apart from each other. They're like close in age, and yeah, I just got really sad when I thought about it, because I'm like the way people are diehard fans of Dragon Ball Z, and like the way like boys see Dragon Ball Z is the way I see Sailor Moon. Like a lot of girls see Sailor Moon, like their first original anime, the thing that really caught them, the thing that made them into an anime lover, love transformation girls, all that stuff. It wasn't the first one, but it was the one that really made an impact. A lot of anime transformation girl animes are now like influenced by Sailor Moon, even though they weren't the first one. Just like a lot of fighting or quirky guy characters are influenced by Goku. It's the same vibe. And that's why they always pit them against each other, and Sailor Moon would win. Yeah.
That's an interesting like gender specific, like Dragon Ball Z.
It
is
is-
very
it is, like,
hyper
yes.
masculine.
It
Sailor
was,
Moon
yes.
was kind of
It was
That's also,
hyper
that's
girly,
also an
yeah.
effect
More
of
feminine.
how Japanese show their cartoons and stuff, because it's literally a boy channel and there's a girl channel.
But that was also back then
I
when
mean, I don't know
was
how it
more
is now, but it's
stereotyped.
very much like that's why they just shonen
Yeah.
and shoujo, specifically young boy shows and young girl shows.
But that doesn't mean Dragon Ball Z didn't have a huge impact on girls, and the same
Yeah.
way for Sailor Moon for guys.
I think you see that more in the West, where there wasn't such a gendered differentiation.
Yeah.
Everything was on channel 50,
Toonami.
on Toonami,
all on
CW,
the
whatever,
same-
for kids
Right.
TV. So anyone could watch
What
it.
was
So
it? Jet Kids? What was it?
Jetix.
Jetix.
Jetix. Yeah.
On Fox.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jetix had all the nice shows that I liked, all the boy action ones.
Toonami had Sailor
I was a
Moon.
Toonami kid.
Yeah, me too. Toonami had
Toonami.
Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon.
Toonami was only at night, so Jetix was like during the day.
day.
So
Oh yeah, and that
you get everything.
Horse
Get
to
everything.
sleep.
Toonami used to be during the day.
Really?
Before, yeah.
It used to be after school for me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
When I was in like 5th grade, so like 2000, 2001, they would
Nice.
have Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing,
Yeah,
Big O.
Gundam on Toonami was insane because they had like 7 different Gundam
Guns,
shows
yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
They had like Gundam SD, they had Gundam Wing.
Oh,
I think
wow.
SD was like the chibi one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened
had,
to
like-
Toonami?
I think
Toonami
it's
was
still going
amazing.
on. They had a lot of different things with like
I like that
the
little
narrator
alien dude.
coming in and out.
Tom.
Was it Tom? Okay.
Tom was the guy in the suit.
Yeah, in the suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
the little alien looking thing. It was a suit.
It wasn't
yeah.
an alien.
I mean, he looked like an alien sometimes.
I think he's just
Ah.
a robot.
He looked like a spaceman.
I think yeah,
a
he's
blue
just a little
spaceman, like an
Well,
astronaut costume.
cosmonaut.
Regardless, he was iconic.
Which Toonami are you looking at, man?
He was like, it was like a darkish bluish color, yeah?
Yeah.
It was black. Yeah, same Toonami. And just to me, looked like an alien.
Yeah, man. He has also the most iconic voice.
Yeah,
I think.
is the
Mhm.
Spike Spiegel's voice actor from
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop, I think.
Blum. Steve.
Steve Blum.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear that now.
yeah, it was very iconic.
Also a great show.
Yeah, that was good.
I
Was
never
that
got
ever
to
on
watch
Toonami?
that. My mom never let me watch
I think it was
that.
on Adult
Bebop?
Swim.
Yeah, because the girls and
Version
their
of Toonami?
boobs, you know.
Oh yeah.
Girls in their boobs.
Well, she wouldn't let me watch it.
She was Quina.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to watch it,
Yeah.
but didn't get to.
It's funny because a lot of the animes that are just typically for boys in Japan were showed on Adult Swim version of Toonami because there was
The boobs.
generally more blood and there's some sexual content. Like Naruto had the sexy jutsu and stuff.
But
but-
Naruto wasn't on Adult Swim.
Some of the episodes were because
Oh.
of that
I
content.
didn't know that.
So they technically classified it as for the older kids.
Older kids.
I never got around to Naruto. That's maybe something I need to do at some point.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
classic.
that is a
That's-
classic. That's like, it's like Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Naruto, and then like the other girly stuff. Honestly, there's not that many girly ones that are iconic that you guys would even know of. Yeah. Can you name another shoujo that's not Sailor Moon?
I can only think
That's
of a
iconic.
movie.
What?
Ghost in the Shell.
I don't even know that one.
Oh, I wouldn't say that's a
Yeah.
I've seen,
girl
I haven't
one.
seen that, but
I mean, the main character.
The main character is a girl. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that doesn't
That's
make it a
more of
shoujo.
I think it's more mature because it's very
Yeah,
it's more of a
shoujo is like
political story
very girly.
Yeah, it's
sci-fi.
very-
Like
very-
Tokyo Mew Mew is an iconic.
Yeah,
girl
I list
one.
all those like Madoka.
Madoka's
Uh,
Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah,
But
I
then
think those are more, getting more niche.
yeah, but
each
like
one.
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
One Piece, those are like iconic male-driven or male.
I can't think of anime. Maybe like more Western shows would be like the more kid ones.
Yeah, like
Would you
Powerpuff
throw,
Girls, Wings
like,
Club.
Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh into all that category.
No, those are more like
they're
in the
definitely
middle.
technically animes. But,
Well, yeah, they're animes,
yeah.
but like they're not boy anime, girl anime.
Yeah.
They're more people, like just
but they were
in the middle.
advertised as boy animes.
Yes, yes.
the protagonist
They
was
were.
always a boy.
Yeah.
Well, I
Mainly.
feel like
That's usually the main
yeah.
factor if you
main-
determine whether it's a shoujo or shonen is the gender of the protagonist.
Well,
Because they may
I
want you
don't-
to self-insert and be
I
like,
don't
okay, yeah, I
agree.
can be the protagonist.
there are some shoujos that the boy is the main character.
Which one?
There's like really like very minor. They're not popular. They're like
Probably
small.
because they're not.
Well,
they don't
no,
have
but
the-
like there are still animes that are shoujo.
I mean, yeah, there's always an exception, but the statistics show that
yeah, but
if
like
it's not.
But I think like the way that Pokemon has been, it's very much like it's kid friendly and it's made for all people. Like it's like it would be rated E for everyone. Whereas like there are ones that you can tell that this was made for a boy. Girls will still enjoy it, but like it was made for a boy. Like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And then Sailor Moon, like made for a girl. Everyone can still enjoy it, but their mindset was girls. And I know you're like Pokemon was technically the mindset was for boys, but when you watch it, it doesn't feel that way. And I've watched all the new Pokemon.
Pokemon's a bit harder because they kept Ash for
Yeah.
10 seasons, 20 years. You know, they finally just changed his protagonist and put
Actually,
a girl.
30 years. They
30
came out the
years.
same year you were born, so 30.
He didn't age
Don't-
this whole
No,
time.
yeah. 30 years.
I'm turning 30.
Womp, womp, womp.
Same with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Same with Ash.
Well, I
Oh
think
my gosh.
Ash came out in 95
Ash
and
is, dropped the
Pokemon
skincare
was
routine.
94.
Where's
Well,
get his
now-
multivitamins, man?
The new Pokemon is with a girl and like her friend is a boy and it's really good. It's like really, really good. I've watched like the first 20 episodes. Or is it 12? Whatever. I watched the whole season. It was really good. Really, really good. Like it still feels like Pokemon even though it's not Ash.
I think you're the only one who still watches Pokemon in general.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's me and the kids.
We're grown men. We watch Dragon Ball Z.
On repeat, the old episodes with the art from back then. Oh god.
Dragon Ball Z art was pretty good.
They
I
also
think,
remade it a lot too.
They did update it and stuff with like Kai. And, like took out all the filler episodes.
Why are you
Yeah.
smiling like that?
No, I was just thinking about like Dragon Ball Z and like giving kids like body image. I was like, why do my traps not look like this?
I need to work out like Goku.
Okay, that's
you see
how I felt
Vegeta
too.
training in the hyperbolic time chamber. You're like, yes, this is exactly what I need to do.
That's how I felt about Sailor Moon's legs. They were like my whole length of my body.
Oh, like how tall?
Yes. Like her
Yeah.
legs
All
went on
the
forever.
Sailor Moon's art is they're all like 90% legs.
Yeah.
Super model.
No, it's not even 90. Like it's 100%. Like they have a torso up here. That's it.
very leggy show.
Yeah.
Very leggy art style.
It's very girly.
Yeah. I think, who do you guys like better, the Japanese voice actors for Dragon Ball or the English ones? I've heard arguments for both.
I'm
but
biased because I heard the English ones first.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
English.
I think it's like
Um,
Sean Shamel for Goku, and I don't remember Vegeta's. But those two are so iconic. Like I recognize them anywhere, and I prefer them mostly because when Super came out, I started watching the Japanese Japanese sub, and personally I hated it because I couldn't get used to Goku's voice because like an old woman,
Yeah.
with a very high pitched. It was a weird clash for me. I could not listen to that.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the same boat. It's
Luffy's voice actor is also a woman.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
is Naruto's, and so is Bart Simpson. Yeah,
Wait, what?
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Wow.
Bart Simpson's a female, I believe.
So is Timmy from Fairly Odd Parents and Tommy from Rugrats, same voice actor.
Ash Ketchum.
Yes,
Ash
there's
is
a girl.
too. Yeah,
Which is shocking because it's like it's so interesting when you see the cartoons or the animes. you could never tell.
I can see it for like when they're playing a 10-year-old Timmy Turner. Yeah, it'd be.
But like I don't hear a girl, you know. Like I still hear a little boy.
Yeah.
You know. But then when I see the person, it's just so interesting how when you see the visuals, it just changes your perspective.
I would say that's the opposite for Goku, because when you hear the Japanese version, it's like, yeah, this is definitely doesn't fit.
Yeah.
For me, at
But
least.
I think that's because you're used to the deeper voice from the American voice actor. That
an actual man.
an actual like Japanese version is too girly. Like the
it literally is a girl's voice.
well, it's too high for you compared to the man's voice from the English.
A man's voice.
What was that?
It was a
Original joke? Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, see
Stick to
how
your
it is.
references. Stick to your references.
You were saying about the Goku's voice?
I don't remember what that point was. Goku's voice. Yeah, I don't know. I think like the American voice actor is like hearing them for the first time and then going back and then hearing the Japanese one is like, damn, this is what the creator intended. I was wrong.
So maybe Toriyama, you weren't right. Vegeta's voice actor in both versions is good.
Vegeta was fine.
I never got
was
that.
fine.
Apparently, I didn't realize
What?
that so many women love it.
Massive
Vegeta.
Vegeta?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
With
not.
fucking M
No.
forehead.
Time out.
What?
I didn't know
not-
Vegeta was doing it for the girls.
It's not.
I didn't either.
It's not his looks. They all have like the same similar
Maybe
bodies
it's
and
the
faces.
fact that
Whatever.
he came
I
to
thought-
Earth and beat the shit out of everyone and tried to kill.
No,
He's
it's
like-
because he
Here's
went
a
from a
huge
bad boy good. Like he was this
genocidal
like he was this badass. Like I'm gonna kill
it's
everyone.
it's
now
the-
it's a bad boy turned good.
It's the I can fix him.
Oh.
It's the I can fix him.
He got fixed.
It's
Bulma
telling-
fixed
it's
him.
telling women that
Bulma fixed the
he can
fuck
be
out of
fixed.
him.
If you're hot enough and with enough money and genius tech
and Dragon Balls
and Dragon Balls, you can change a
Okay,
genocidal
if
warrior
you have
race prince.
Dragon Balls, then yeah, you could change a lot of things.
I don't think we're
You saying
talking about the same,
Bulma got Dragon Balls?
She likes them Dragon Balls. You know what I mean?
No. Canonically,
Yeah, I didn't know Vegeta had like a
A chokehold.
huge
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally.
I realized
No,
this.
like
women like,
for reals.
following.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No. But
Really?
Goku didn't do anything for any of us.
Did Piccolo? Because he was the model father. He was
That's
the guy
true.
who was taking care of Goku's kids.
Listen,
all of
women
them.
like when people
Piccolo,
act like that.
Piccolo was a second for me, yes, but
Okay.
Vegeta was the one.
Or Krillin. Like he was a good father.
Krillin pulled the most.
Yeah.
That's true.
A 5'1"
Okay.
bald dude.
Us women aren't just looking for guys
Pulled
who are good
Android
fathers.
18.
We're not just looking for good
Krillin-
fathers.
Okay.
That's not the. I mean, some girls are, but that's not the point.
Android
But that's
18
daddy
changed
issue.
for Krillin. She became human. That's
And then she came.
you know, that's a pretty big.
He said, "I can change her."
Yeah, no, Krillin, no, thank you.
That was such a strange plot point. Like
I liked
was.
it.
androids came over, they almost killed Goku. They're like they beat the shit out of Vegeta and stuff. And Krillin's like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck this girl."
He changed her, and I thought that was nice because you usually see it the opposite way, and this was a good way to make a short bald dude have some power.
It's like all the romance plots in Dragon Ball Z are very interesting in my opinion. Like I would never expect Bulma and Vegeta to get together.
Yeah.
Krillin, Android 18
But it was great.
it
It was good.
Pam
It
and
kept
like-
you going.
Goku and
Like-
Chi-Chi, Gohan and Videl.
I think it's very evident of the fact
yeah.
that this show was made for young boys. So like the love aspect is kind of like these
Weird.
two are here. Let's just put them together, kind of thing. Rather than
That's how you boys
build
are,
a
yeah.
relationship. Excuse me.
What?
What?
It's literally you with ships. Oh, they're both breathing in the same space. They must be in love. They're meant
No.
for each other.
Did he hit his head?
But like Gohan and Videl, I think were probably the more normal.
They seemed like they had the most backstory.
They were very
to
basic.
their story. Like they met in college.
Like a
Yeah.
basic love
Yeah, I
story.
think that was
Right.
also
Yeah.
like trying to speak to the college aged.
Yeah.
There's
like
no, I need to
teenager.
fix him, fix her situation. It's just, oh, we met, we fell in love, and now
That
we're
is one
together.
thing Dragon Ball Z did was they actually aged the characters as the audience aged. We saw Goku go from kid to an adult, even Gohan go through schooling all the way to college and become an adult.
There was
Krillin
no Ash
grew
Ketchum
hair.
shit.
Krillin grew hair.
Oh, yeah.
He had a mustache too. At the
He had a
end.
mustache
Yeah.
too. Yeah, he just
And then he became a cop.
felt very yeah.
You said
Vegeta got a
cop.
mustache too in GT, right?
in GT. I think
Yeah.
so,
Oh God.
You cut off.
They got the pet mustache,
mustache.
right?
That's another thing. Akira Toriyama also, like, all the changes he made to aesthetics over the show, he also dripped them all out.
Yeah,
so
drip.
hard.
He based it off his own drip. I've saw pictures of him. He had the same tracksuit style that he gave Goku. He was swagging.
He
Tracksuit.
he had a vision.
Yes, tracksuits. You wouldn't get it.
I don't want to get it.
Tracksuits. He'd also
Okay.
put Vegeta, the genocidal like maniac, in like a Hawaiian t-shirt. And be like, oh,
makes sense.
Very much the Uncle
feels-
Iroh, like, oh, after I did my war crimes, I'm gonna regret them and chill out.
Chill out.
Chill out. That was the old me. Don't judge me for my past actions, but for who I am now. There's a lot of like redemption theme in Dragon Ball Z because later in like Super they work with Frieza again.
yeah.
Because for a greater battle, so they bring that back. Vegeta was the original villain that became part of their party and stuff. I think Cell was the only one that stayed a bad guy, and Boo became Oob. And then also regular Boo.
The big Majin Buu came back.
Yeah, so like
I like the fluffy Boo.
yeah, and the androids technically became good after they got remade or whatever. So yeah, only Cell was the permanent
Raditz
bad
never
guy.
came back, right? Raditz died.
Raditz got the unceremonial like death. He like never
in
died
the
in the
hell,
beginning of
right?
Z, and then no one ever mentions him again.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like that's Goku's brother. No one ever talks
Right.
about him again. By the way, remember that when you killed my uncle? And it's like to save you, it's okay.
You know the nice part about Dragon Ball Z is the Dragon Balls themselves in real life. If you were really into Dragon Ball, it'd be cool to collect them and just have them like as really nice house decoration. Like every time we've gone to cons, I've seen like the actual Dragon Balls being sold individually, and like they're so cool looking. Like it just feels magical because it's like that's what it looks like in the anime. And I don't know, I'm like really into trinkets like that, but I wish I was into Dragon Ball Z a little bit more, or else I'd buy them. I got like a mystery box with a Dragon Ball in it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool and magical. Gotta collect them all.
Dude, I'm glad they don't exist in real life. That'd be so
Oh my
chaotic.
God. Yeah. That'd be so cool if the Dragon Ball franchise did like this cool event where they would hide 7 Dragon Balls around the world and like people could actually go find them just for funsies, not like for like money or anything, but obviously.
Yeah, but
Only
people would
rich people
ruin
would
it
do it.
so quickly.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, there would be people who would ruin it, but maybe there could be like multiple of those balls in that same location. Like if it was like, I don't know, in Raheem's basement, the first one would be like 30 of them.
People in
here.
my basement.
That was just an example. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. It'd be fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
They could probably simulate something close to a wish being granted.
Damn.
You know, like
Take me
maybe
to
not like
Tokyo
make
Disney.
me immortal, but
Or if they
like
did
it could
just
be
in
like maybe
Japan.
like a trip to like the
Tokyo
studio,
Disney.
the animation studio.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
Or like
Like they could do
they're
it just in
making
Japan.
Dubai,
they make a Toriyama land or something in Japan based on all of Toriyama's works,
Is
including
there a Dragon Ball theme park in Dubai happening?
Oh, maybe that too.
Wow.
So I thought I saw something about that.
That's crazy.
I think it's Dubai.
Well, if they did like this whole scavenger hunt thing in Japan, that'd be kind of cool. Like their people look for the balls. I don't know. Just the
Have you
idea
guys
of
ever
it.
looked at his other work, Toriyama's other work? They're pretty notable too. Like he did Dragon Quest,
I've heard of
Blue
Quest.
Dragon, this new game / manga that came out, Sandland, Chrono Trigger.
So he was still making new stuff.
He's done a lot of stuff.
there was
other
one
than
that
Dragon
came
Ball.
like before Dragon Ball 2, right? Doctor something, Doctor
Kelp,
Slime.
Slime, yeah, Dr. Slime, yeah.
I don't know if that was the name of the character or the series, but
Yeah. I think Dragon Ball Z is the most notable one, but there's a lot of things he also did influence. Dragon Quest is probably the second highest one. There's like 11, 12 games and so many spin-offs. It's been so popular.
you
But
can tell because the protagonists have the same like hair.
His art style is always
His
the
art
same.
style is
It's
just-
very noticeable and stuff.
You can tell that though with a lot of
Yeah, he's very
artists who make.
distinct. I think that makes a good artist in my opinion. When you have a distinct art style, you can like people see it like, oh yeah, that's Rahib's work, definitely.
His art style is just like the widow's peak,
Fucking M forehead.
the M and the spikes.
Fairy Tales artist does that too.
Oh yeah,
All of their
Hiro Mashima.
so does there's an anime called Full Moon. and she makes a lot of mangas. Her name's Arina Tenemura, which I liked her before Ariana Grande, and it's just funny because their names are very similar. There's like one A missing. It's just very, I don't know. It's just interesting.
We're back on Ariana Grande.
brand.
Don't make me bring up
30
K-pop.
minutes in.
Do you want me to bring up K-pop?
You just did.
Yeah, I just did.
You did. You just did. All right. Let's talk about our latest project, the live action anime opening.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out on our YouTube
like
channel.
honestly, I would never say go watch any of his other videos, but this one you have to go watch.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what? No, seriously, go watch it.
Let's
it's
make
like
more
really
work
good.
for Rahib. Link, right, point to it.
Link right here. Right here. Where's Ariba's face? Right, yeah.
Right here,
Yeah, right there, right there. But yeah, that was a fun one. That was we like split up the video. For a second half was all like a montage of previous projects, all like the nice dance clips, and then the first half was as much anime references we could think of from like classic anime openings. So we had, people walking in the field, just standing in the grassy field with the wind blowing. What else? What else do we have?
Transformation. My
Yeah,
outfits.
Yeah, Reba changing clothes, like a transformation girl.
Yeah. It'd be better if I spun.
You say that now?
Yeah.
It was like random planning shots mixed with, I think, actual footage, right? From
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
Nice little balance.
And the musicality of it with all the clips switching between.
Even more so, I hired a producer, a Japanese singer and songwriter, to make us our own song, or make our own theme song, which is what you hear every
Here's
time.
his name right here.
The intro. So shout out to Neko Fan.
Right here.
In Japan. I think he's in Japan. But he's on YouTube as well, Neko Fan Official. He does
He's
a lot
very
of
talented.
Japanese covers and stuff.
Very talented.
Nice guy. But yeah, he made
Intro
us.
is a banger.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah.
Definitely a banger. I love that. It's on every RTZ podcast as the intro as well.
That's just the ending part of the song.
It's a whole minute.
Like the actual video that he put out with the intro, with the opening is, like he said, a minute, whatever. But it's like really, really good. And then just the end clip is what we hear on the podcast. And even that is like, you could dance to it.
Song's titled RTZ on the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He asked me for like to write the lyrics. He wrote them himself. So he's like, asked me like, give us a breakdown of RTZ and stuff. So I told him, we video production company. We make a lot of dance video stuff. So he gave me the Japanese lyrics and the translation stuff. And it's very like on brand. It's talking about how you gotta start with a blank canvas and write around stuff and jot down your ideas. It's not always easy to do on the first try or the first take.
Dude,
that's
talent.
Yeah. And then he came up with like the RTZ on the show and stuff. And like the chorus is like 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let's put it all out on the floor. So it's like referencing both dancing and filming and all that stuff. What are they doing?
Yuki.
She's like eating her paw.
She's licking it raw and she can hurt herself.
Oh my gosh.
Come here.
It's a little red.
Our dog Yuki has a problem with licking her foot raw.
It's a little red.
Yeah, she does that. Y'all keep going though.
She's a mess.
She's a fuck girly.
She's a fuck.
She likes the feet.
She's like, I'll get ready. I have people. Oh my gosh. Then when we try to look at it, she starts yelping in pain. It's like, yes, it's in pain because you keep licking it raw.
Right here.
My gosh. Yeah, I did this one thing where I tried to find anime references to put side to side next to the video, and I realized there's just so many things we could have done in retrospect. There's so many different type of shots.
Well, that's what the second opening's for.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Guess
this
so.
is not just, we're not
Season
a one
2?
season.
The ending?
Two?
Yeah, we need a season
we're gonna do
2.
ending.
We better have more seasons than Dragon Ball Z.
That's
That's a lot of seasons.
Good.
Like 40 years.
40
Well,
years
I
of
want-
content
I want
That's
as
an
many
idea. You
episodes
could
as
do,
One
like
Piece.
a different opening.
every year.
Every few years.
Every year might be, like whenever you are mentally calling it a season.
Yeah.
Make it a.
This is the 3rd season of the podcast, so
Really?
yeah.
How do we know?
Because I made it.
Oh, okay. So how many? What episode is this?
This is episode 4 of the podcast after season 3. First season, episode 1 of season 3 was Omar, and then Pranay, and the unreleased K-pop. As of this recording right now, is going to be out soon, and this is the 4th episode.
Oh, cool.
I try to mark it with the beginning of the year, at least with this one. So it's been technically it's only been a year of podcasting, but I split that year into 2 seasons, 6 months, based on when I put this together, this current room decoration. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time you change it, it should be a new season.
I don't think I'm gonna change it again because I can't.
Yeah,
really,
yeah. We'll see.
Take these off.
We'll see.
Yeah, when I get
that
into the
opening,
house.
that opening was also a lot of effort. I feel like it would be hard to recreate it every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was fun. We spent like a day
my God.
here recording.
One of our openings can have our kids in it one day. Oh, that's so cute! Like throwing the
That
kid in
would
the
be
air.
so-
That's part of some anime.
Throwing the
opening.
kid in the air. What?
How many takes
The
is that gonna
sun,
take?
like outlining their.
Yeah.
We gotta do it again. One more take, and the
we can-
babies are going
wait,
to
we-
discombobulate.
No. We can hold the real baby and make it look like we're about to toss, and then what's actually in the air is the baby doll. And then when it comes back down, you pretend like you just caught the actual baby.
The velocity goes up very fast and then it just slows down.
Yeah.
And I'll superimpose a picture of our baby on it, just for a close-up shot.
Speaking of which, Raheep's pregnant.
She's
Yeah, Prithvi
called
wishes.
Taco Bell.
Been outed.
Speaking of, I want
Turning
to try
30.
Jollibee. I haven't tried Jollibee yet.
Where's Jollibee?
It's
They
in
opened a new
Chantilly.
one, and yeah,
Do you know where
the
the
Super Walmart
Super Walmart in Chantilly, or like
There's like a Hooters.
there's
Next
Chick-fil-A?
to Dulles Expo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was at Costco yesterday and somebody had a Jollibee cup. And I'm like, where is it?
Yeah.
No.
You could have looked it up on your
Filipino
phone.
fast food.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
just typing it in. Come on, technology, man. We got it. Use it. The kids use it all the time. They know more than they should. Where you going?
Sometimes you gotta go analog, you know?
Yeah, sometimes you just need to.
Sometimes you just gotta drive around and see what's new in the neighborhood.
I'll eventually get home if I keep going west, right?
True.
No, you won't.
Well, technically you would because you come
We
back
would. We're on the west side.
around.
Just tell Mr. Exit, and you'll be fine. Or
You
you'll
said to
be
take
in
a plane,
Manassas.
but you'll get around.
Guys, as much as I enjoy chit-chatting with you guys, I think we should make this a shorter podcast today.
We didn't even talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen one.
Okay.
Yeah. Reba has to poop.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that came across, but I know her signs, her tells.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I could feel the clenching of her butthole on the couch.
I am clenching, so hurry up. So the Jujutsu Kaisen opening ending song thing that we did, it was dope. It was cool. It was awesome. Tan was the MVP. Prithvi was Gojo, so other MVP.
Lots of
My hair was
comments.
crap in that.
That was
Lots of
probably
really positive
that's probably, I
comments.
think, our most positive video.
Yeah.
We just looked at it as like almost 400 likes, almost 50 comments, and they're all like positive. They all loved it. Everyone loved Gojo and Itadori, Tan and Prithvi, respectively. Or not respectively, that was the other way around. Prithvi was Gojo with the white beanie for Gojo's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That video was just so like fun to make.
mm-hmm.
'Cause
You look
also
like
it
you were
was
having
so,
fun.
Yeah, it was so one-to-one to
Yeah.
the thing, right? We had something to reference, and seeing it recreated in a non-animation format was so like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so rare to
this is nice.
find something that was so easy. Like I saw that, I was like, wow, we have to remake this.
Like,
And it's
yeah.
like physically possible. It's pretty feasible.
Yeah.
So
The hairs, I think the colors of the hair, other than the black hair, was like one of the hardest things to recreate.
yeah, I
'Cause
think what
clothing
made it
wise is
easier was
bad.
that they're all wearing casual clothes,
Yes.
casual
Yeah.
modern
Mhm.
clothes instead of their usual anime attire.
And shout out to Moon because she did that really cool drawing stuff animated for the pictures.
Yeah, she did
Yeah.
the fishing one. That was
Yeah.
really good.
Oh
The
yeah,
fishing
and
one
I
was
like
my
the
favorite.
cereal one. Who was eating the cereal? I don't remember who it
It
was,
was
but
Tan eating the cereal.
yeah, it looked. I think that
It wasn't
was
cereal.
cool.
It was like fried.
Oh well, it looked cool.
Stuff. Yeah,
It looked cool. But the fishing one was dope.
it was good. She made the whole like Gojo shopping in the sunglass store. It was just a picture of Prithvi, and she just made sunglasses in the back and everything.
Yeah, she's good at that stuff.
Yeah. It's rare to find some anime that's like casual, I would say. I've only seen one other one that has that as the latest Bleach opening.
You need to watch more girly stuff. You'll see it more often.
Ew. Girls?
Ew, boys.
Oh, like what girl ones have a casual one? I don't mean like their schoolgirl outfit.
Fruits Basket has their ending. Their ending has them not in their school outfits, just regular like mundane clothes, like nothing fancy schmancy. It's
But is it a bop?
I mean, it's
But is it a banger?
It's a sad bop, but it's still like
sop? No.
it's still good. But,
Sop.
hey, sometimes you can't just keep going bang bang bang. You have to do something soft too in your RTZ videos.
Bang bang soft. Bang
just
bang
saying,
soft.
listen,
Soft bang bang.
If you bang bang the whole time, no one's gonna enjoy themselves. You have to, do different paces.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Videos.
This is the whole biting thing again. This is ridiculous.
No, I meant like, sometimes you have to have something like gentle and soft as a video. If you just had hip hop videos where you're going hardcore the whole time, no one's gonna watch your shit.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Give it a rhythm.
Yeah, rhythm.
Dynamics.
Just saying words.
You could do the dynamic, rhythm. You're saying bang bang stop.
Well, that's how I see it in my head, okay? It goes big bang 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 bang. Stop.
A look into
Bang, bang,
Reba's
bang, bang,
mind.
bang. Stop.
It's just
That kind of
onomatopoeias.
conveys the idea, though. The texture.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
See? I just do it with, like
It's
I
a
said,
very left brain
onomatopoeias.
versus right brain kind of moment here.
I'm a creative. You are by the book.
Shut up! Don't you have to poop?
Yes.
But
We still have one more hour.
Soft anime
What?
opening.
Yeah, you should
guess
do
it's the
one.
next one.
Yeah, really.
A soft one, a soft boy one.
Yeah, let's do a soft girl one.
Sure, but it has to be a banger.
Okay, that's fair.
Samurai Champloo has a dope soft one.
I love the
opening.
Samurai Shampoo. The soundtrack in general is the new
Amazing.
job is
Yeah.
amazing. Hip hop mixed into Edo Japan. Say less.
Does
Yeah,
it have to be an ending? Can it be an opening?
It can be anything.
Oh, okay,
As
cool.
long as it's a bop.
I understand. You want to bop.
Boo.
More referential humor.
Okay, see, look, it just didn't work. That's fine. You guys aren't the audience for my one unique joke that I
I'm
had.
waiting to find the audience for your unique jokes. Ah!
You hang out with the same 5 people. You'll never find an audience for me.
It's called friends.
It's
It's called having friends.
Okay, well then you'll never meet people.
Wow, deep. What should be our next anime project?
I just told
We
you.
just did 2, so like I want specifics.
Fruits Basket.
You didn't say it was a bop though.
I don't remember. And I told you it's sad.
Well, obviously it has to be something more recent.
Yeah.
Either a classic or a recent.
We got to do some
Project.
research on it.
I don't know what have I
I'm not tuned
watched
into
recently?
recent, but if it's classic,
There's some iconic scenes from animes that you could totally recreate as a reel. Like there's this anime called Love is War. I forgot the first part of it.
Kaguya-sama,
Yes.
Love is War.
It's a really like funny anime. It's like slice of life school, whatever. And it's a little romantic, but it's really meant for like everybody. And there's a lot of scenes that are iconic and like funny and memeable. Like they're all over TikTok. That you could totally recreate and do that as like little anime projects and do reels with those instead of
Well,
like
that's
a
the thing
big
when
project.
we're converting from animation to live action. There's always a loss of not quality per se, but the different medium causes a different kind of reaction.
loss of expression.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you see that a lot. Like, have you guys seen the
Well, then get
Avatar
better.
live action yet?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
I haven't
this
watched
is
that
like,
yet.
I feel like we have this conversation like once every month, right? Animation is the best medium for like conveying an idea.
Yeah.
Again, if you're
'Cause-
trying
Because
to,
you can do anything with it.
Not limited to physics, essentially.
you're
Yeah.
not limited to physics. You're not limited to a budget. You're not limited. Like you have a animation budget, sure, but like
It's way
Your
different.
creativity is unbound, essentially.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you can probably do it.
Yeah.
that's why I
Wow.
think adaptations should only go from like live action to animated.
Right.
I feel like doing it the other way around is
It's
you're
hard.
setting yourself up for failure.
But in this case, the scenes I'm talking about are very easily done by people.
Yeah.
Like they're not like jumping off
Yeah.
a bridge or like bending fire. You know, nothing crazy.
Even then, even then, like there's some ways the anime makes even
Like
the facial expression.
Yes.
They have like the gag animes, comedy animes where they do like a gag or a joke, and it's like very big. Like even when I'm doing that, it's not the same level. Eyes, nose bleeding, and they fall off for some pervy moment, or they're like the jaw drops to the floor.
They'll like freeze the frame and have like an internal monologue of the character.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that live action moment and then trying to recreate it, and it just feels more cringy than anything. And so it's hard to find that balance where it's not cringy but it's also kind of accurate, and everyone tries to find that balance. Some are successful, some are not.
Yeah,
I guess that's our challenge for the next time we try this as a filmmaker. Yeah,
you have to try or else you'll never succeed.
Wow, thank you, Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm not black. Stop it.
That's why.
Wow. Wow, you don't say.
Thanks.
The only like
I guess that was
anime
referential.
live action that I didn't think was horrible probably was Cowboy Bebop on Netflix.
Netflix one?
Yeah.
You like that one?
I mean, I thought it was good enough to get another season.
But isn't Cowboy Bebop not like magical? It's more like fighting and like guns.
It's
and
more sci-fi.
Yeah,
like
so it's
space western.
there's less of that. Like if you bring it into the real world, it's
So you're talking more about VFX limitations.
yeah, and it's almost like because like Men in Black, like that's there's a live action of that, and they did it pretty well. It's not like magic; it's more like sci-fi and like laser pointers, laser guns and stuff.
The anime facials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well,
you
yes,
can't
yeah,
do
of
those
course,
things,
but like for example, turning Avatar into a live action becomes more difficult because you do have to have all the CGI and the effects and whatever, and in the afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, but I think most of that's forgivable because like we've been doing magical powers in VFX in movies for a long time, but it really falls apart when they can't get the characters' actions right or just the look is right.
Right.
Or the
Like
acting.
the Avatar, I feel like the live action was a bit darker in general, like in tone and lighting and stuff. And
Yeah.
it seemed that very different from the kids show that it was originally from.
They're saying
It
that
seemed
a
a lot
lot
brighter.
of live actions are doing that. They're making more
There
live
has
actions
been
darker and darker.
Discourse, like all the shows have just been generally darker, like literally darker.
Like the
in terms
colors.
of lighting and color, it seems like a lot. Like I watched the Yu Yu Hakusho live action.
It was. I couldn't watch.
It was a good one. Like they had the Japanese do fighting scenes so well. It's like
So,
a totally different
choreography,
way of looking at action scenes. It was amazing. That was the best part in my opinion. But it did have this same look where everything was so much grungier. It looked like it could be a zombie horror movie.
That's why I couldn't watch it because
I
I
didn't
liked
watch
the
it.
anime so much, but the anime did feel brighter, and there was like a different vibe to it. It all like yes, there was fighting, but there's also a sense of life in it. Whereas like the live action one just seemed too gloomy, gloom and doom, and almost like DC movies. Like it was just too sad, too much.
I feel like that's the case even in, like the same medium. If you look at animation now versus animation in the 90s, early 2000s, it's like darker and it's like much more, it's not as vibrant, I think, just in terms of the palette.
Even the girl stuff are more like they're starting to gray out. Like I know this is totally random, but like My Little Pony has been a thing for like decades.
Yeah,
and
Reba's a brony, by the way.
I'm not a weirdo, okay? I don't watch the gross
Sorry, she doesn't want to do the horses. She just wants to love them. Let me clear that up.
I just like
Reba does not want to do the ponies.
I like the
Say it
shows
again.
because the concepts and the morality. Anyways, the original like My Little Pony that had like 9 seasons or whatever, or 8 seasons, was really bright and colorful and whatever. The new series that just came out, it's still colorful, but like it's a gray tone of all of the pinks and oranges and stuff. Like you can tell like some of the vibrancy went away, and I don't know why. I don't like it.
Said everything's just getting.
The creators
darker.
are just
Do you
losing
think
their
Color grading.
Okay.
magic.
do you
They're
think
like
this is like
friendship
totally
isn't magic
childhood
anymore.
innocence.
This is totally a theory, but do you think because kids are always on the screen all the time, they put the vibrancy down so their eyesight doesn't get fucked up faster? I'm just asking.
no,
do you
I think
think
that's
that's
like-
That's
possible?
good way
probably
to-
that's the most
That's a
reasonable
good
thing
way
I've
to
heard.
think about it.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think there is probably like a technical reason. Like probably safety. Probably like it's easier to
watch longer.
produce
Yeah.
it quicker.
Produce quicker, watch
it
longer. Yeah. I mean, I will say, yeah, it's easier to watch the
the
gray stuff.
iPad baby
Boring.
generation is actually a big thing.
Yeah,
And
apparently
it's been shown
they're-
to have a lot of negative outcomes.
Apparently
and side
kids
effects.
who like this Gen Alpha, whatever, they're gonna get blind faster because their eyes are like super focused on a screen like this, but their sockets are still growing, but their eyeballs can't keep up. Something like that. I like read it, and it's scary. It's terrifying.
They're probably all gonna be nearsighted too, then, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have glasses at a much earlier
Yeah,
age.
there are
throughout
kids
the
so much
generation.
younger now who have glasses. My coworkers who are retiring were telling me that when they first became teachers, kids almost never had glasses. And it's not because of money or because they didn't have the technology or anything like that. Adults all had it. They just didn't need it. But now I have like half my class has glasses, which is crazy to me. Yeah.
Glasses are about to be cool, huh?
Yeah, it's not nerdy anymore.
Not nerdy.
The mean girls wear glasses at my school. The sixth graders. The sixth graders who are mean to each other, yeah.
Are they mean to you?
No, I'm
They're like the
I'm
same
still
height.
cool. Well, I'm not
On
cool anymore because I
Wednesdays-
dyed my hair.
On Wednesdays, we wear Warby Parkers.
Reba's not feeling left
Referential.
out because she doesn't have glasses.
I have glasses. They're upstairs. I just didn't wear them.
You remember when you wore frames with no lens?
He still does that.
I don't. No, I don't.
Yes, he does.
Now they have frames. They're blue light glasses, so they're real.
That's like me saying I'm from DC when I live in Manassas.
Woo!
You wearing frames with no
That-
lens in there.
Prithvi, that
For
is
an artistic
ownership.
statement.
Good job.
As an artist, I can say that.
We teach our
Creative
kids
Commons
about
license.
taking ownership, and you just took ownership. Good job. Raheem still can't do it.
Of my
Well,
residence.
you
Yeah.
say you're still from DC.
Of his, where he's from, his geographical location. No, shut up. Shut up.
You should.
You're
Like-
telling somebody from the West Coast. I think that makes sense, right?
I was too lazy to explain
We're not doing this again.
Virginia, the suburbs of Virginia. All right.
I'll have to admit, I tell people DC now because I don't.
You're
wanna,
the worst.
I don't want to go in the specifics
Well,
because
Then
they don't
don't talk to
recognize
them at
it.
all. Okay.
We'll talk about this off camera.
When
I got some thoughts.
when I'm telling clients where I'm located, I'll tell them, "Oh yeah, DC area," because they don't care. Like, oh, where in Virginia exactly? I need to know where
It's
I'm willing to
convenient.
go.
What
It's
if they
like-
do care? How could you? How dare you assume they don't care?
I only care if they're a fellow Virginian or DMV resident.
What
Then
if
they'll know.
they
If there's a
don't hire you
requirement,
because
yeah.
you're from DC? Because you said DC, and they're like, "Oh, I wanted a Virginian, but this bitch is from DC."
It's the same thing. They wouldn't.
Then I'll pull
They
out my
should know
license
then,
and
yeah.
show them my address. Like, I'm not lying. Give me.
I mean, Northern Virginia is quite different than Southern Virginia. So
I've learned that. Very.
Yeah.
That's one thing growing up in Nova. You think it's, oh, that's Virginia. And then you just drive 2 hours south and you're like,
And you
holy
go.
shit. I'm going to get lynched down here. It's like I get a lot of wedding
There's a
offers
Lynchburg
in
there,
like
too.
in Southern Virginia. And it's always like Lottsburg or like Middleton and stuff. It's
We're
always
going to
2-3 hours
Midlothian.
away.
What, in September, October?
Yes.
Yeah, one of those months. He has like a wedding or something, and we're gonna stay at
Yeah.
Vicky's.
in
It's
Midlo-
kind of nice.
We were just there. yesterday.
Midlothian?
That's where we
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
I have a
So
friend that
Midlothian,
lives
yeah.
there.
Wow.
You said Midlow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Midlothian, yeah.
Vicky's not cool enough. She doesn't say Midlow, so I didn't know that was a thing.
No, it's not. It's not a thing. I think I just like stopped before I got to.
Oh, okay. Things too
I
cool for
believe
us.
you.
Yeah.
You went to VCU, so like you know.
You went to VCU in Richmond. It's not the same thing as Midlow.
All right, Midlothian's like 30 minutes outside.
I know, but it's not the same thing. It's like saying
It's
DC's
like-
30 minutes away. It's not the same thing.
She's like
Vicky doesn't say she's
40
from
minutes,
Richmond.
50
She says she's
minutes
from
away.
she says she's from Midlothian. Just like Iman's not technically from Richmond. He
But
lives
Iman
in-
kind of says he's from Richmond.
Yes, but he's
If you,
fr-
if
but
you
he
ask
lives
him where
in
he's
Ch-
from, he's gonna say the most relevant.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like that's the same vibes as DC
But,
Manassas.
like,
Yeah, it's interesting to see you defending that.
Yeah,
position
why
so
are you
hard.
defending that but not him?
I've come around. I
'cause you're lazy.
understand.
You've learned their lazy ways.
I understand to one-time people, not to the team you're gonna be seeing for the next year.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they let
that's fair.
they're living a lie. Like, oh yeah, this guy's from DC. It's my DC friend. He's like,
And you
they
know-
don't know I'm from
Alright.
Manassas. It's that meme of that guy in the party in the corner.
They
It's
don't
like,
know.
They don't know I'm from Manassas. Like, we literally know, man. You took an hour to get here. You're not from DC.
Yikes. All right, so I love all the conversations we've been having, and I think
No, poop your pants. We're not done. Poop your damn pants.
I need a pee too.
This is the message to everyone to use the bathroom before we shoot a podcast.
I did use the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, you have nothing in your body. How do you still expelling waste? We're fasting.
It's currently the month
It's
of
Ramadan. It's Ramadan time.
All right, guys. Well, this was a great conversation. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh my god.
Ariba's gut health depends on this. We can't play games with that.
If you're watching this podcast, she's in literal pain. I don't know what she's like.
My husband doesn't love me because he won't end the podcast.
Also because she wants to do ponies. I take it back. She wants to screw the ponies.
No, you're disgusting.
Recantment.
Listen. I just want to say out there to all the bronies of the world, you have ruined something that could have been the beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. You ruined it.
I thought bronies were also in the same boat as you. I thought there was just like
bronies
some
like
people-
to watch the sex versions of these ponies.
Actually, we watched the Netflix documentary on like all the toys that we grew up with, like Power Rangers, TMNT, G.I. Joe, all that stuff. And there was a My Little Pony episode, right? It's a documentary showing how it's made, how it became popular and stuff. And there's obviously a section in that episode about the bronies, how it escaped the culture. It was made for little girls, obviously.
It was made for
escaped that
innocence.
target audience, and grown men started liking it. But they didn't like it for like a sexual reason. Like they didn't mention that. They mentioned it because grown men also like the concept of whatever they were teaching, friendship, magical powers, and like general being nice to each other. And that it was like good writing. So they like good writing. So that was the reason.
It is good writing. Like I genuinely do think like the lessons that they teach in these episodes, I want my children to watch My Little Pony as kids.
As long as they're children.
Well, okay, yes. Okay,
watching
fine.
it.
Okay, but I'm not a creep. Like I don't creepily watch it. I genuinely do think the stories are great. I cry sometimes. There are episodes where I'm like, oh my God, this is so wholesome. And I want my kids to watch it because it is very wholesome. And it does teach you valuable things about friendship, not just everything's like bubbly and perfect. I grew up on the assumption that friendships are all perfect and stuff, you know? And this show really is eye-opening. But yes, there are creepy, gross people who have taken something that is really genuine and made it disgusting.
Arca's gonna watch grown men throw energy beams at each other.
They can watch that too, but they're also going to watch My Little Pony, whether you like it or not.
She wants to do the ponies. I just want to end the podcast with that note.
My husband wants to watch me do ponies. That's what it
whoa,
really is.
whoa.
That's what it
Now
is.
we're getting into
Whoa.
Oh, so that's whoa. But you lying.
Because you're lying now.
No, but you're the one lying. I'm just being honest at this point.
Yikes.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast, and thank you, Prithvi. He's going to become a more regular person on our podcast.
This is the whole squad now.
Yes,
so
this
get ready
is
for
the squad.
some.
When we don't have a special guest or something, we will be here talking about various topics because that is a lot of fun to do. And yeah, thank you.
Deep bars.
I'm trying to say bye.
Thanks, Martin Luther King Jr.
Bye.
See you
Press the
guys.
Hey guys, Rahib here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button to get a notification whenever there's a new video. If you want to support the channel, check out the merch shop, as well as the Buy Me a Coffee page and the Patreon page to get monthly benefits such as exclusive BTS content, unedited podcasts, and early access to all the videos. All the funds help grow the channel and keep it afloat, so any and all help is appreciated. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.